Stilll Waterz, a guided meditation for calming stress dreams, nightmares, and daytime anxiety. Take a moment to find a position in which your body feels held, sitting upright on a chair with both feet on the floor, or lying on your back with a pillow under your knees. If you're in bed, allow the covers to rest lightly against your skin so that warmth surrounds you. Gently close the eyes, or if closing them feels unsafe at this moment, soften your gaze toward a single point. Offer yourself silent permission to set aside every task, every story, every tomorrow for just these next few minutes. Whisper inwardly, "For the next few minutes, the world can wait. I am allowed to rest." Feel the subtle relief that arrives with that simple statement. The shoulders dropping a millimeter, the tongue loosening from the roof of the mouth, the belly softening like warm dough. Stay with that tiny exhalation of relief for 2 more breaths, noticing how each exhale is already a small act of letting go. Bring attention to the breath. Inhale slowly through the nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feeling cool air brush the inner nostrils. Hold gently for a count of 2. 1, 2. Exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As if fogging the cool glass of a winter window. Allow the lips to part so the breath leaves with a soft ha sound, carrying away layers of tension. Repeat 2 more cycles. Inhale slowly through the nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feeling cool air brush the inner nostrils. Hold gently for a count of 2. 1, 2. Exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As if fogging the cool glass of a winter window. Allow the lips to part so the breath leaves with a soft ha sound, carrying away layers of tension. Repeat 1 more cycle. Inhale slowly through the nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feeling cool air brush the inner nostrils. Hold gently for a count of 2. 1, 2. Exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As if fogging the cool glass of a winter window. Allow the lips to part so the breath leaves with a soft ha sound, carrying away layers of tension. After the 3rd exhale, pause and notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Perhaps there's a slight coolness in the cheeks, a gentle warmth along the back of the neck. Notice the weight of clothing against your body, the subtle pulse of the fingertips, the faint thrum of the heart behind the sternum. These gentle sensory details are signposts that you are here, now, alive and safe. Imagine the force of gravity as a kindly companion rather than something to fight against. Sense the places where your body meets support, the soles of the feet against the soles of shoes or sheets, the backs of the thighs against the chair or mattress. With every exhale, allow gravity to do more of the work. Each exhale, an invitation to sink a fraction of an inch deeper. You may silently repeat, "I let the earth hold me." Notice any areas that resist. Perhaps the calves feel tight, or the jaw clings to a habitual clench. Offer those areas a compassionate acknowledgement. "I see you, tension, and I'm listening." No need to force change. The invitation is simply to be witnessed. We now begin a slow, curious journey through the body, region by region, using the breath as a gentle lantern. We start at the crown of the head. Visualize a pool of liquid moonlight gathering there, cool and luminous. As you inhale, the moonlight brightens. As you exhale, it trickles downward, loosening every tiny muscle it touches. Feel the skin of the forehead smooth. Feel the eyebrows drift apart. Feel the tiny muscles around the eyes soften like petals unfurling. Move the moonlight down to the cheeks and the hinge of the jaw. If you notice the jaw clamped, imagine the moonlight dripping into the joint, loosening it so the teeth no longer touch, creating a hairline of space of freedom. Whisper, "It is safe to unclench." Continue the moonlight down the throat. Perhaps you sense the swallowing muscles, the place where words collect and sometimes stick. Allow the moonlight to pool there for 3 breaths, loosening the urge to speak or explain anything. Let the shoulders be next, those hard-working shelves holding invisible weight. On the next exhale, picture the weight sliding off like heavy cloaks onto the floor beside you. Feel the triceps lengthen, the elbows soften, the forearms grow heavy. Let the wrists and palms open, fingers uncurling like tendrils reaching for sun. If any tingling or warmth arises, greet it with curiosity rather than concern. Guide the moonlight across the upper chest. Sense the delicate collarbones and the subtle rise and fall of the sternum. Beneath that, the heart beats its steady drum, neither hurried nor sluggish, simply present. Imagine that each heartbeat sending a small ripple of reassurance to every artery and vein. With the next exhale, invite the ribcage to loosen its grip around the lungs, creating more room for breath. Move the moonlight down the solar plexus, the place where butterflies of anxiety often flutter. Place a gentle hand there if you like. Feel the warmth of the palm spreading inward, calming the butterflies so they fold their wings and rest. Let the moonlight continue its journey to the belly. Notice whether the belly is holding tension, perhaps a subtle bracing as if awaiting bad news. On the next exhale, let the belly soften outward, the navel releasing toward the spine on the inhale and blooming forward on the exhale. Whisper, "The belly is allowed to be soft." Now the moonlight moves into the lower back, the lumbar curve that supports so much. Picture the small muscles along the spine, sighing with relief. Travel down to the hips, these emotional storehouses. Imagine the hip sockets as bowls of warm honey, viscous and golden. Let the honey slowly fill each socket so the thighs naturally roll outward a fraction. Feel the glutes relax, the sit bones root more securely into the chair or bed. Continue down the thighs, strong quadriceps, gentle hamstrings, allowing the moonlight to dissolve any tight cords. Sense the knees. Perhaps they feel dry or achy. Picture the joint space filling with a cool, silvery lubricant that allows the bones to glide effortlessly. Move to the calves, those silent workers that carry you through life. Let them become heavy, sinking downward. Finally, arrive at the ankles, the heels, the arches, and each toe. Imagine roots sprouting from the soles, traveling through floors or sheets, through layers of earth, all the way to the planet's molten heart. Feel the reciprocal pull, gravity rising up to greet you, stability rising up to support you. Rest here for 3 full breaths, sensing the entire body as one luminous field of quiet aliveness. Shift attention now to the heart space itself. Begin what is sometimes called heart breathing. Imagine that you can inhale and exhale directly through the center of the chest. As you inhale for gentle count of 4, picture soft rose gold light entering the heart, filling it with warmth. Hold for count of 2, simply resting in that glow. 1, 2. Exhale for a count of 6, allowing the rose gold light to spill outward through the chest, the arms, the fingertips, and eventually surrounding the entire body in a cocoon of gentle radiance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue this heart breathing for 8 cycles. If the mind wanders, silently label the distraction thinking or worrying and escort it kindly back to the next inhale. After the 8th cycle, let the counting dissolve and allow the breath to find its own rhythm again, soft and unhurried. Now we travel in the imagination to a quiet lake at twilight. In your mind's eye, see a small footpath of smooth stones leading to the water's edge. The sky above is layered in deepening indigo, with a single crescent moon hanging like a silver cradle. The air carries the faint scent of pine and cool water. As you step onto the first stone, feel its smoothness beneath your bare foot. The second stone is sun-warmed. The third, cool and mossy. Each step is an opportunity to arrive more completely. At the shore, notice the lake's surface, so still that it mirrors the sky perfectly, moon and all. Find a comfortable place to sit on a flat rock or a soft patch of grass. Allow your spine to lengthen slightly, as if the crown of the head could touch the moon's reflection. Now, whenever a stressful image or anxious thought appears, imagine plucking it gently from your mind like a dry leaf. Place the leaf onto the lake. Watch it float for a moment, then drift slowly towards the horizon. The water accepts every leaf without complaint, without ripple. See another thought, perhaps tomorrow's deadline, an unfinished conversation, a lingering nightmare fragment. Place it on the lake. Watch it too drift away. Notice how the lake remains unperturbed, vast, and patient. If a particularly sticky thought refuses to leave, picture yourself kneeling at the water's edge. Cup the cool liquid in your palms and gently wash the thought, as if cleansing a small, frightened bird. Feel the water's coolness soothe both the thought and your fingers. Then open your palms and let the bird thought fly across the water until it becomes a tiny speck and disappears. Continue this process until the mind feels spacious, until the lake within and the lake without are one single silent expanse. Place one hand over the heart and the other over the belly. Feel the gentle pressure of your own touch, an immediate reminder of self-compassion. Begin to repeat, silently or aloud, the following phrases. Right now, I am safe. There is no danger for me. My mind is learning new paths of peace, one breath at a time. I deserve rest. Whether the sun is high or the moon is rising, I am anchored in this body, on this earth, in this moment. Allow each phrase to land fully before moving to the next. Notice any subtle response. Perhaps the heart rate steadies, the belly softens further. A wave of warmth spreads across the chest. If tears come, let them come. Tears are simply water returning to water, adding their salt to the lake. We now anchor a tiny tool you can use anywhere, in a meeting, after a nightmare, in the grocery line. Bring the thumb and middle finger together to form a gentle circle. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts while lightly pressing the fingers together. Exhale through the mouth for 6 counts while releasing the pressure. Repeat once more. The slight pressure followed by the release creates a subtle somatic cue for the nervous system. We are returning to still waters. Practice it twice here, then let the hands rest again. Bring the thumb and the middle finger together to form a gentle circle. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts while lightly pressing the fingers together. Exhale through the mouth for 6 counts while releasing the pressure. The slight pressure followed by the release creates a subtle somatic cue for the nervous system. We are returning to still waters. Know that this gesture is now encoded in your body's memory. It can be summoned in seconds. Begin to sense the room around you, the air on your skin, the sounds in the distance, the weight of your body on the chair or bed. Wiggle the fingers and toes, perhaps rolling the shoulders or the ankles. Imagine drawing the quiet lake back into the center of your chest, a small luminous pool you can carry with you. When you feel ready, slowly open the eyes if they were closed. Take one final deliberate breath in, sigh it out through the mouth. Whisper a quiet thank you to yourself for taking this time. Know that the path to the lake remains open. You can return in a single breath, a single thumb and finger circle whenever you need. Carry the scent of pine, the gleam of moonlight, and the steady rhythm of the heart with you into the rest of your day or into the arms of sleep. May every exhale be a doorway back to still waters. Thank you for listening to this guided meditation. Feel free to return to it as often as you like. This brings us to the conclusion of Stilll Waterz, a guided meditation.